Are you serious? Are you serious, guys? It is Saturday morning, um, and we've got breaking news coming to you right now. What is today? March the 28th? Okay. Massive, massive storm. 70 million Americans are under a severe weather threat right now. It's going to get ugly today, and I need to get out ahead of this with some prayer for all of you. Psalms 91, not just for the coronavirus, but for the massive, severe weather storm threatening. Let me put a shout out real fast. Tornadoes and hail are expected. I'm going to tell you the path of the storm and what this thing means. First, let me put a shout out real fast to our good friends over at noblegoldinvestment.com. That's noblegoldinvestment.com. You know, the biggest fear people have in situations like this one right now is with the stock market being inconsistent is not actually losing money. You'd be surprised. No, the biggest fear people have is losing their status with their family and their friends, the ones that have always looked up to you. To be working at the checkout at the local supermarket when all your old friends are out playing golf or maybe on vacation like you used to do. That can be soul destroying. Gold has risen. We ignored it and we lost out. But this had been in the cards for a while now, and the bull market of gold actually started back in 2015. I reported on it. But if you didn't take action before, it's not too late. That's the good news. Putting some precious metals into an IRA or a 401k rollover gives you a safety net against anything bad that's coming. Matter of fact, you might just have some cash sitting in the bank making less than 0.5% interest, and you've been meaning to move it into something different. Get some gold or silver in your hands. Noble Gold has helped thousands of clients just like you. Just pick up the phone and call Colin Plume at 877-646-5347. That's 877-646-5347. Or go to his website at www.noblegoldinvestment.com. That's www.noblegoldinvestment.com. You'll be glad you did. It's a Christian company. They're family owned. And tell them that Pastor Paul sent you. Guys, here's what's going on right now. 70 million Americans are facing severe threat of a tornado and massive hailstorms, dangerous high winds and hail. It's almost as if the plagues of locusts in Africa and the Middle East is not enough. The water turning blood red in Canada is not enough. The 7.5 earthquake in Russia, that's not enough. The coronavirus pushing close to 600,000 cases is not enough, with America having more cases than any nation in the world. No, the dead bats falling in Israel, that's not enough. Now 70 million people, including right where I'm sitting, is in the direct path of a massive severe weather front as hot weather, record warmth coming up from the Gulf of Mexico is pushing a severe storm front through the heartland of America and toward the East Coast. Severe storms, including possible tornadoes, huge hail, are expected to affect wide portions of the United States today. Over 70 million Americans face the threat of severe weather today, with the greatest threat for significant weather outbreak covering 45,000 miles, including Chicago, especially Chicago, according to CNN meteorologist Derek Van Dam. All weather modeling points to very significant weather outbreak for portions of the Midwest today, where I'm sitting right now. I'm in the direct bullseye path, with lower chances as you travel south toward lower Mississippi and Tennessee Valley region. Matter of fact, the threats include tornadoes, a few which may be very significant, large, and I mean very large hail with severe wind gusts. Now remember what Mike around the world said, Heidi, and everybody out there watching, because the atmospheric compression pushing our jet streams down closer to the surface of the earth it would create more massive straight line winds and tornadic conditions that would create, it takes a lot of wind is what I'm trying to say. It takes a lot of wind to create large hail. You have to have a lot of warm wind and high humidity to create large hail. Look what happened to Mexico City 2 days ago. Large hail fell in Mexico City, and it destroyed, completely destroyed the largest supermarket in Mexico City, Mexico. And I showed pictures to you of large hail. Well, this is what they're really worried about, this hail. Put your car in the garage if you have a garage. Put your car under the lean-to if you got a lean-to. Put your car somewhere, maybe, if you have to, where you can kind of protect it from the hail. If you have to drive somewhere and park it in somebody else's spot. I don't know what to do. Here's what I'm trying to say. All weather modeling points to this significant weather outbreak for portions of the Midwest today, especially, like I said, Chicago, Illinois, Indiana, the Mississippi and Tennessee Valley region, with unusually warm air. They expect to be tornadoes breaking out, some of which could be very significant, and large to very large hail and severe wind gusts. Unseasonably weird warm weather, most air ahead of a rapidly intensifying low pressure system which fuels the storms which will stretch from central portion of the country to the Great Lakes and to the Northeast. Confidence is increasing for the potentially potent severe weather setup as ingredients needed for this happening is extremely favorable. This might be the day of the perfect storm across the Midwestern portion of America. I am concerned about it now, because not because I'm in the bullseye range, just because I'm concerned the conditions are so right. Places like St. Louis, Missouri, Little Rock, Arkansas, Memphis, Tennessee, Paducah, Kentucky, Springfield, Illinois, Chicago, Illinois, okay? Gurnee, Illinois, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Evansville, Indiana, Terre Haute, Indiana, Indianapolis, Indiana, West Lafayette, Indiana, South Bend, Indiana, Cleveland, Ohio, Akron, Ohio, Cincinnati, Ohio, Dayton, Ohio, as this thing shoots across, Lexington, Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky, and into Eastern Kentucky and West Virginia, all over Ohio, Michigan, seriously, Adrian, Michigan, Detroit, Michigan, St. Joe, Michigan. Maybe you'll be okay because you're on the Lake Michigan, might protect you, but look out for some weird weather on Lake Michigan and Lake Erie, Pennsylvania, okay? Somebody tell Doug Hagman, be careful up there, because, and Canton, Ohio, somebody let Russ Dizdar know. I mean, seriously, this weather storm is coming through, then it will work its way into Pennsylvania, West Virginia, it will make its way into New York later tonight. This will be a Alabama, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Birmingham, Alabama, Mississippi, northern Mississippi. I think Georgia, you're going to be okay, but I won't give you the clearance. Certainly Nashville, Tennessee, Memphis, Tennessee, parts of the central portion of Tennessee. So guys, this thing is huge as it's making its way to Detroit, making its way across. So everybody's heads up here. I'm looking right at the map. It is significant low pressure system being fueled by the unbelievable warm air coming out of the Gulf of Mexico, northern Louisiana, Shreveport, Louisiana, okay? Monroe, Louisiana, and those portions of the state. And, oh, by the way, northern Illinois, you have moderate risk. Missouri, Iowa, and Indiana, you have an enhanced risk. The Midwest, the Southeast, the Ohio Valley, you have a slight risk. But coming across here, damaging hail, winds and rain and tornadic activity, definitely in the cards, straight line winds as well as tornadoes. So you might not have a tornado, but you might get some unbelievable straight line winds, okay? So I just want to give everybody a heads up. Thank God for all of you. We love you. We want you to stay safe out there on this, the Sabbath. Shabbat Shalom. Shelter in place. Of course, the coronavirus continues to be the major threat, but it's not the only major threat going on right now. Matter of fact, give me just one moment. I'll give you a quick update. And Brock Begley is going to be going live for what he calls the online fellowship. He will go live. He's going to replay the Mike from Around the World interview from Thursday night, which was so fantastic. 123 people saved. He's also going to play last Sunday night's rebroadcast and some other music videos and some other information. So he will be having the chat room will be live for about 6 or 7 hours. The broadcast will be all rebroadcasted. Brock is the one handling that as I tried to spend some time rest and studying. I've been reading I read a couple of chapters out of the Apocrypha, the Esdras, and I've also been reading from the Maccabees, some really good information. And I just stunned at why isn't this in the canon? I still can't figure out why the Apocrypha, which was once in our canon for over 100 years, why did we take it out of the canon in 1611? I just can't figure this one out. But because it's so filled with some very powerful information. And but anyway, why isn't the book of Enoch in the canon? And so I'm starting to think we need to have a reprint of the canon and include the Apocrypha and the book of Jasher and the book of Enoch and there's some other documentation we could look at, but certainly those books. And I'm thinking about it. Anyway, let me just say this real quick. 621,000 cases. 621,636 people now confirmed with the coronavirus. The United States has the most with 105,470 confirmed cases of the coronavirus. We know China probably had the most, but they just quit counting at 81,000. Italy's at 86,000. Spain's at 72,000. Germany's at 53,000. Iran's at 35,000. France is at 33,000. England, the United Kingdom, has got 17,300 cases, including their Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, and the heir to the throne, Prince Charles. 13,000 cases in Switzerland, 9,000 cases in the Netherlands, 9,000 in South Korea, 9,000 in Belgium, and 8,000 in Austria. And the United States, of course, death toll now pushing right around 2,000 people dead. Guys, out of the 105,000 people sick. So, we're probably running around 2%, which Italy is way worse. Italy now has 9,000 deaths out of 86,000 cases. So Italy is running at 10.5%. That's really horrible. It's the highest in the world, unless it was worse in China. We don't know the body bags, the crematoriums, and the mass graves or whatever was going on there. I don't know. But it was ugly, okay? It's getting ugly here in the United States. So stay shelter in place for several reasons. Not only the coronavirus, but stay shelter in place because of the tornadoes and large hail and high winds and dangerous weather expected to rip across this country. Where I'm sitting right now, it's very warm and humid here for Indiana. I don't know what the temp is out there. It feels like it's about 58 to 60, but it's sprinkly. You can't hardly breathe. The humidity is so high. Sugar and I were both out there taking a little walk, and we were both kind of gapping for air, and because we just couldn't breathe. Thank God I got a humidifier system in this house so I can get some of that out. You know how it is, get a little bit of humidity out, but you can't get much. It's hot, isn't it, Heidi? It's just hot.
No, that's you, darling. I'm freezing all the time.
Oh, she's freezing.
You are a human first.
I'm right here doing a live show telling people how humid and hot it is, and and she says, "No, darling, that's just you. You're a human furnace." Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like Jeremiah.
I am like Jeremiah. I got fire shoved in my bones. The gospel of Jesus Christ, right? That's why I feel like a burning furnace. Okay, darling, you're so right. Oh, by the way, 28,658 people have died from the coronavirus, and it's horrible as this plague continues across the globe. Any last second thoughts, Heidi, on this before I let it go? You're right. Okay. All right. Let it go. Let it go. We're praying to the Lord every day. Let it go. Let it go. Take this virus away. Right? Let's get rid of it. Amen. In Jesus' name. All right, guys, I'll let you go. Looks like my son just walked in. Bart Begley, the man of the hour. I will be back later today with more. Remember, Brock's going to go live with about 6 hours of online chat open for all of you. You can rewatch the Mike from Around the World interview that I did Thursday night. That was unbelievable information in that. Oh, by the way, Steve Quayle has accepted an invitation. He will be speaking in the MegaQuake 2020 webinar. Steve Quayle's been added to the list, okay? And you'll see that soon on the web, but he has been added. So just know this, get your tickets now, because Steve Quayle is an expert on Cascadia subduction zone. He's been, the last year, been flying around in helicopters with volcanologists and seismologists studying the entire subduction zone area, and what he says is soon, it's coming soon. This thing is going to go, and the whole ring of fire is literally in a dangerous situation. I'm going to let him tell you more about that when he speaks during the webinar. Get your tickets now. Go to my website at paulbegleyprophecy.com. That's www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. Order your tickets right now, today, so that while capacity still lasts. All right. God bless all of you. We've got the silver products there as well. If you need it, check it out. It's at my website. And I'll talk at you guys later today with some more live broadcasting. Okay. Brock will be joining you soon with rebroadcasting and a live chat room available for today. God bless all of you. Are you serious? Stay under shelter. Storms are coming.
I'm always serious.
Was that Google just said that? Are you serious? Hey Google, are you always serious? Can you believe that? What? Big Brother's listening.